Let's turn our attention to this now. The trial against alleged mastermind in the Tsegofatsopule murder, that's Ntutugo Shoba, it continues in the High Court in Johannesburg today. Last Monday, the matter was postponed after the state indicated that it faced delays with giving the defense cell phone evidence. Now, the state is expected to call 16 witnesses to stand in its bid to try and nail Shoba. Let's get an update now. Mnisi is following the case. He joins us live from just outside the courtroom. Linda, good morning to you. What's expected to happen there today?
Well, good morning to you, Ole. Before we get to what is expected today, I'd like to just, take you back to, this particular case and the public interest it has garnered over the past year or so. You'll remember that Tsegofatsopule was found killed in 2020, June 2020, and we're now in 2022, and the matter is still ongoing. What has been important in this particular matter has been, the support that comes from various organizations, that comes from individuals. And the one person that was, quite close to the movement, if you look at it that way, was Patrick Shai, who was one of the people that worked very closely with the family of the Bule family, given, of course, his past with GBV, and, of course, wanting to see a better society. You'll remember the gruesome nature in which Tsegofatso was killed really is the one that actually sparked the interest in this matter. Not only was a heavily pregnant young woman killed, but she was hung from a tree, for all to see. And this, of course, begged the question of where men are in this particular conversation. And he was the one who led that particular conversation to try and get us to this moment where we will finally get answers, particularly also gathering men within society to be part of such court processes, to be part of this particular journey. I want to take you back, Oli, to the words that he said exactly a year after Tsegofatsopule had been killed, when the family was hosting a candlelight ceremony right at the spot where her body was found. And this is what he had to say, Oli.
Refused to keep quiet. This tree refused to close its eyes. This tree worked like a camera and took pictures of the last moments of Tsegofatso. Now I'm asking myself, as a man who's a friend of the perpetrators, both of them, why are we quiet? Why Retutsi, if really Chomi, Shoba, why are we quiet?
Very sad indeed, Linda Mnisi, that we had to lose someone like Patrick Shai. Of course, the circumstances surrounding his death still unclear. The family has asked for the public to give them time. They will come out to tell exactly what were the circumstances that led to Mr. Shai's untimely passing. Get us up to speed then with the court proceedings today.
Yeah, and today this matter only sees the Tsegofatsopule family arriving this morning wearing T-shirts that are written, "Rest in Peace, Patrick Shai." And this, of course, signifies the role that he played in this particular matter, the call for justice. And while he may have passed, sadly passed, of course, the work continues. But this court this morning is expected to get underway with the trial. The matter, of course, was postponed last week due to the fact that the state said that it couldn't hand over certain evidence, cell phone evidence, to the defense in order for them to adequately prepare for that part of the evidence. You'll remember it was explosive during bail stages when this issue around the cell phone records and the conversations and the texts came out, in this particular matter. It was quite, explosive. So it will be quite central to this particular case. And you'll remember, just before trial gets underway, the defense must be given adequate opportunity, and every, information or evidence that will be used against their client in order for them to adequately prepare for trial. This, of course, is in line with making sure that, of course, the defense or the accused also has a fair trial. So it's within the laws of the court. But it was also interesting how the court had to apologize to the family, to the people that have been coming to this particular court to listen to this matter, given the number of times that it was postponed. But the emphasis was also placed on the fact that this is not a red matter. In other words, it's not a matter that has been sitting on the court roll for the past 5 years, like, for example, the Tutsi twins case. That is classified as a red matter. So the family should, of course, be slightly patient and wait for the wheels of justice to turn. So this morning we'll then get to understand what will unfold.
Mnisi, thank you very much for that update live for us outside the courtroom there, and that is where this trial expected to get underway.